Hello, sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room Flicks Podcast. I'm your host, Frank Sullivan, and with me is my co-host, Frank Darling. Frank, how are you this fine morning?
Very good. 73 degrees out right now and sunny. It's beautiful.
You know, it was nice yesterday, and now today it's a little cloudy. It looks like it's probably going to rain here and there.
I wish it would rain here. It hasn't rained here in forever, man. Really.
It's really at that point where it's not quite warm yet. It's getting there. Right. So it's like you almost like I want to put away all my hoodies and kind of take out my I have a lot of like shorts and stuff, but it's not quite to the point there. So it's kind of like that iffy stage, but
yep. No,
we're getting there. We're back from our week off. I know we missed a week due to your travels and my daughter's first birthday. It was a good time.
It was. It was a lot of fun.
But now we're back into it. I believe you're going on a cruise, I guess?
Yeah, on the 19th of May.
19th of May, so we'll have to figure that out, what we want to do.
We'll work around that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, before we get to our main movie, you know what yesterday was, right? What was
Derby,
yesterday?
Yes.
Kentucky Derby? He's on the sports.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, Kentucky Derby. I was going to say Kentucky Derby. I did not watch. Yeah, so we'll talk about Kentucky Derby. Did you watch? Because I didn't. I didn't even know.
Well, I wasn't. I was actually at the Bonefish eating dinner with these people we knew. I didn't. I already put some bets in for the race. So it wasn't a big deal. I figured I'd watch it when I get home.
Yes,
but that was it. But yeah, it was a good race. I didn't have I had this horse that got beat by a nose, but
really,
I didn't have the winner. But it was a good race. At least it was a good race. It was 20 horses. I mean, it was like it was like 6 wide coming down the stretch. It was really exciting. So it was pretty good to watch. Yeah, but that's about it.
Gotcha.
I didn't bet a lot. So, but it was fun. It was fun.
But I did watch. I did watch. Did you watch any Star Wars movies yesterday?
Yeah, I did. I watched. I watched the last one because I really liked the last one, The Rise of Skywalker, the final.
Did
one.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, really nice.
We had our shirts on, me and Linda, yesterday at Bonefish too.
Nice. We watched episode 4, A New Hope, and we watched Empire Strikes Back, and we started.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, I think I like the sixth one. What you call it? Jedi Returns. Not all of them. It's hard to give you on which ones I like the best. But the sixth, we started the sixth one yesterday, and then we kind of started it today. We didn't finish it. But they're good movies. They're very good movies.
And everybody at what do you call it at MGM
Disney.
there, not MGM, but Hollywood Studios.
I saw that.
All the lightsabers. That's cool, man.
They said it was at. I was just watching something, and they were at maximum capacity, and it was nuts.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But
I couldn't have won anyways. It's a Saturday. I don't have a pass for a Saturday, so I couldn't have won if I wanted to. Yeah.
Is that what the
that's pretty cool.
Your yearly thing? You can't go on a weekend, or
it's just right. Yeah, it's just during the week. Yeah, which the weekends are usually crazy, anyways.
I was gonna say you don't. For any of you Disney, I guess I don't say noobs or for new people that are trying to plan to go to Disney, you don't really want to go on the weekends. You don't. It's crazy, and even like again, it's you try to go off peak season. It's I don't know how anybody does it going in like summer vacation.
We used to do it though. You did it too.
We did it all the time.
When we were kids.
It's a different time back then.
Every time I could go, it's one of it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, but it's it's tough.
The weather.
It's hot. Especially if you're not used to the heat.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't bother me anymore, but I mean, it's when we used to go, I used to die in that heat. But whatever, you did it for the kids. That's what you did it for. Everybody had a good time. And you stayed all day. All day.
All day.
And I'm lucky I stayed for 3 hours.
God bless. Huh?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, though.
Actually, I golfed on Friday, actually. I golfed.
Did you?
Did 18 holes at Lyman Orchards.
Get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a nice course.
I enjoyed it. My first time playing at Lyman. Actually, it was my first time playing of the year. Did okay. I mean, I still just slice right off the tee. But I've been trying to use my slice to my advantage. So you just see I might aim it way the hell over here, and it just so.
So you got a natural slice then when you hit off the tee. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to use it the right way. That's all. You
I
got to play it the way it is.
Yeah, try to fix it, but did okay. I actually ended up. I got one par, which was good.
That's a tough course, though. That's a tough course. That's not an easy course. That's pretty tough.
And I actually chipped it in on one of the holes, which was really good. So I had, like I said, it definitely wasn't. Yeah, for the first time out of the year, it was definitely it went better than I thought it was going to go. So don't ask me what I shot because like I said, it was it was a lot. But
I don't.
Anyways, but it was a nice course. It was nice to get out there, and I had a drink or two, and it was nice to relax. It was a long day though. It took us.
That's good.
We had a good pace, but I mean, it still took us 5 hours to finish.
Oh yeah. It's a long day. 18 holes is a lot. It is. 18 holes is a lot. Luckily, you went when it's pretty decent out too. The weather. So.
Oh yeah, the weather was beautiful. I actually got a little red on my face.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was good. It was a good time. Good day. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Varsity Blues, right?
The movie. Here we go. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ready? Here we go.
Ready.
The movie we watched was Varsity Blues. Mm-hmm. It was released January 15th, 1999. Box office info. Budget of $16 million. Opening weekend of $15 million, and it grossed $54 million worldwide. It's pretty good.
Yep. Solid.
It was directed by Brian Robbins, starring John Voight as Coach Kilmer, James Vanderbeek as Mox. I'm going to do them all. Ron Lester as Billy Bob, Paul Walker as Lance Harbor, Scott Kahn as Tweeter, Amy Smart as Julie Harbor, Allie Larder as Darcy, and Eliel Swinton as Wendell. The simple synopsis: a backup quarterback is chosen to lead a Texas football team to victory after the star quarterback is injured. Awards: MTV Movie Award, Best Breakout Male Performance, Teen Choice Award, Breakout Performance of James Vanderbeek. The runtime was 1 hour and 46 minutes. We both watched it on Paramount Plus. And now, the best part. Frank's 5 fun facts. What do you got for this one, Frank? This is a good one.
Yeah. All right. So my first fact, we're gonna just talk right about the scene. The scene where Darcy appears nude, with her whipped cream bikini, which again is one of her most iconic scenes of her career.
Yes.
Was actually used. They actually used shaving cream and not whipped cream because the whipped cream wouldn't stick.
Right. Yeah. So probably would have melted or whatever. Yeah.
If you look at it, I thought it was an interesting scene.
That's a heck of a scene there. Yes, it is.
Very true. And this is also her film debut. So it was quite a debut, just to say the least, huh?
Yeah, it was. It really was. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're killing me.
So fact number 2: Ron Lester's character Billy Bob has no apparent last name. He's only referred to as Billy Bob or William Robert by all the other characters in the movie, and he's the only other character. Actually, if you look at his jersey, it just says Billy Bob on his jersey.
That's true. I seen that. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't realize that. I didn't think about that.
Yep. Actually, have you seen the movie Not Another Teen Movie? Have you seen that?
Yes,
It's a spoof of. Yeah, so he's actually the only character to basically replay his role, and they changed his name to it's Reggie Ray in that, which is kind of funny. But he's the only character to play. Yeah. Yes, Reggie Ray.
Yep, I remember that.
Funny movie. That's got every teen movie spoof like you can imagine, and it's hard to spot them all.
It is.
Because you got to see a few of them. Like it's got ones from. I'm trying to think of some of the ones in there. She's All That. It's got you name it. It's got just tons of.
She's All That. Yeah.
Tons of things in there.
Yeah.
So
it was good though, man. That's a good. Movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's a good movie though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fact number 3. So the 2 principal cast members have died since the movie's release. Actually, I don't know if we call them principal cast, but we all know Paul Walker died on November 30th, 2013, which I can't believe it's been that long already. Yep. And Ron Lester in June 17th of 2016. Yeah. Which caused it? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Kidney failure.
The who?
What's
Paul
that?
Walker. No, Paul Walker had, got the car accident, and Ron Lester, who was the brother,
Billy Bob.
Did he? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of someone else. Then I'm sorry. Did I get my stuff all messed up here?
No, you didn't. No, Ron Lester died. He died. He was. I don't know. He died when he was 45 years old, of liver and kidney failure.
I'm sorry. You're right.
You have him right, Walker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see Joe Pitchler? Did you see him? He plays the brother of Mox.
The young kid?
Yes.
Yes, I saw him.
So he apparently just disappeared. And he hasn't been seen since 2006. Maybe I'm looking this up. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, so if I look at... I'm getting all confused here. God bless. Yeah, so the kid, Joe Pitchler, is the one who plays like 6 different...
Yeah, that's
his
name.
You know what I'm talking about? Yep.
6 different
You got your
roles.
computer up?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, if you look at his role, or if you look him up,
right,
it said that he just disappeared. Are you?
Oh wow! Let me see. Let me see here. Joe Pitchler, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Let me see here, Joe.
Let me see here. Bear with us, folks.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, it says he was last seen on January 5th, 2006. According to a friend, said they saw him last. He was in good spirits. His car was found at an intersection and has been reported missing. Said that he had
It's unknown where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It said he left
37 if he's still alive.
Yeah, it said he left a note saying he wished he would be a stronger brother, but that was pretty much it. And he said again he just hasn't been found since. I guess I must have got confused with the names and stuff, but yeah, how crazy is that, huh? He just kind of just.
But he was in Beethoven also. Yeah, he was in Beethoven too, with the dog.
Beethoven 2.
Yeah. Wow.
Fan. Yeah, he's been in a few things, but that's it. Just disappeared.
So he disappeared. I didn't know. See, I didn't know that part. I know he's 30. Well, if he's alive, he's 37. If he's not, then. But they've never found him. Still haven't to this day.
Never found him. Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yep. No, that's pretty wild, right?
Wow.
Let's see here.
Wild. Yeah.
Fact number 4: University of Toronto trademarked the name Varsity Blues for its sports teams in the mid-1980s. University of Toronto claimed
really?
that the movie presented sports in a negative light and sued Paramount Pictures, and settled for a undisclosed amount, and ended up setting up 8 scholarships for academic students. So I just thought that was an interesting fact that they sued him.
Oh, wow. Wow. Huh.
And then my last fact is kind of a little bit of a reference thing. So the new tweeter end zone dance was derivative from the Icky Shuffle, a touchdown dance innovated, which I'm sure you know, from running back from
Icky
Bengals.
Woods, yeah.
Yep, Icky Woods. Yep. And then James Vanderbeek wears jersey number 4 in homage to his favorite football player from the Green Bay Packers, Brett Favre. So I had to put that in there. I kind of figured. I knew he wear number 4, and I mean, and that was pretty much. I mean, that was nice. Brett Favre was right in his prime. So I figured that's why they gave him the number. I didn't know that was James Vanderbeek's favorite player, but to say the least, I mean, it's kind of where it ended up coming from. Anyways.
Yeah, right. I understand what you're saying.
Yes. So let's get into the movie. Now, when's the last time you've seen this? Have you seen this movie before? Correct.
Yeah, I saw this movie probably when it came out, or a couple of years after. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I saw it, so I didn't remember.
I didn't remember any of it.
I knew some of it. But I didn't remember too much. I mean, it's been a long time. I remember the characters once I started watching it, but it's been a while. I didn't. I forgot. Believe it or not, I did forget the Ali Larder part. But
did you? That's funny.
I'm glad. I kind of glad I did forget it.
I know I didn't.
But
because again, this was one of my favorite movies growing up as a kid, as you can tell.
Sure.
Again, I haven't seen it in a few years. It's been a while. Rewatching it, it definitely wasn't as good as I remembered it to be. And I guess the reasoning why is because this is more of a comedy movie rather than a sports. There was more comedic parts in this movie rather than football scenes. If you catch kind of where I'm going.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
There's a lot of lessons to be learned in it too.
You're correct. I guess I don't know when me and Casey kind of finished the movie. I was kind of like, well, like I said, it wasn't as good as I remembered it to be. It wasn't like Friday Night Lights is a better football movie. If you kind of catch where I'm going at, it's a very funny movie.
Yeah.
It's a very funny movie. However, it does have a few crazy kind of like themes to where you talk about with injuries and stuff like that. But that's kind of where I'm going with.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. It's a lesson. Except for the comedy, and it was a lesson learned movie. I tell you, they did that stuff back then, man. They did it. They probably still do it today. It's messed up. Needles in your leg, and they do stuff. So
now, I would assume
that's a big thing in Texas. They're winning those games.
Oh, I know. Texas football is a whole other beast.
Now,
I would assume they're shooting them up with what, cortisone? Do you think that's what they were shooting them with?
I think it was cortisone. Yeah,
cortisone shot.
Which is not really. Which is really. Listen, it isn't unlegal. It's not. You can cortisone is a legal shot.
But I
pump them up some illegal stuff. But
I think the fact is if they're getting a cortisone shot and then letting them heal and letting them rest, but they're not doing that. You know what I mean? If
exactly
you got a problem with your knee, you're going to get a cortisone shot, and then you're not doing anything. They're going right into the game, and then you see it even in the scene.
You're playing football.
He asked Sweeter for some pain medication, which God knows what he's taken, and I think he had 500 milligrams of something, of some sort of painkiller.
Yeah.
So on top of that, he's taking painkillers.
Well, once again, definitely. So I think there's a lot of there's definitely realism in it. There's no doubt about it. Remember too. That's 15 years ago. Yeah, 15 years ago. So, yeah. So I don't know what it was based on. Is it based on that year? I guess it was. They really don't say that. It's not a true story. What year? So it was.
No, it's not a true story.
Is that what you're thinking? You think it was based on 19?
Yeah,
I think it's based on 1999. It looked like it was the cars.
Well, because he ends up he had a championship in like 1980 because he was coaching what's called father.
Yeah, that's true.
So I guess if you do the math,
that's right.
they were all 18.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But.
Now, this is another movie, like you always say, is John Voight's an excellent actor, but you could have used somebody else. You agree? You think so? Or no? What do you think? You think he was the draw there?
I think he definitely was the draw. And you got to realize, too, is most of that, talk about a star-studded cast when you actually dig most of these people up. But they were nobodies back then.
I know.
I think
they were.
I think John Voight had to lead the charge.
You're right.
Because James Van Der Beek, he won breakout role. Right. Paul Walker.
Yeah, and then he did Dawson's Creek.
James Van Der Beek. Yeah, but Paul Walker was early on. Scott Conn was pretty much a nobody back then. Not nobody, but
right. Yeah,
they were all pretty much young.
You're right.
I'm sure John Voight got most of the money.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. You're right. Then that kind of makes sense. Then it would have. If that was today, well, not today because two of them are gone. But if that was today and they were still alive, Walker and Lester, you would have needed John Voight.
No, correct. No, If they redid the movie and absolutely. Yeah.
It did pretty well. $54 million. That's not bad for 99.
Yeah, no, that's a respectable amount of money to make. Yeah, John Voight kills it. You feel so bad because he is so
isn't he good?
Awful with Billy Bob. It's the treatment he gave.
Oh my God, that's brutal.
You feel
watching that.
So bad for him. Again, he's passing out all the time. It's funny because it's the same
playing
scene.
With a concussion.
You're right. The scene where he passes out right on the field and ends up where Lance gets hurt. No one gives a shit about him.
Yeah.
And they all care about Lance.
Dead, basically.
Yeah, he's just laying there dead, and ends up coming to. No one cared that he passed out. But
yeah, I know. Now I guess you read it. I'm sure it's the first line in the thing. Paul Walker broke his leg when filming.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if it was that scene. Maybe I don't know.
I think it was that scene. Oh, I think it was that scene. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, might have been. Yeah,
and on the same play, Lester. Did you see that? He tore his patella tendon.
Really? Oh, okay. No, I didn't see that. No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He tore his patella tendon on that play. You know the final play. It has no bearing on what our podcast is, but the final play, the hook and ladder. Not even the final play. But the final play. They
gotcha.
had to do a lot of different camera.
Yeah.
They had to do a lot of. He actually ran like about 2 yards. He walked 2 yards because he was hurt. So they just They just whatever they had to do to him, and they used camera angles to make it look like he catches it. And,
gotcha.
You know how it ends in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he really does do that scene, but that's after he had done that. So yeah, they got hurt in that, man. So that casting scene was real on Walker. That was a real cast. Yeah.
Did you happen to see? The guy that plays Window. You said his name. He actually was
a real football player.
Yeah, he was a high school ranked, nationally high school ranked football player. He signed with the Kansas City Chiefs after college, and then he got short. Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah,
he got hurt.
Yeah,
but he played for Stanford. He was a DB. Played 2 years. So he was the only football player out there. That's it. And Vanderbeek, they used a guy from Texas, a University of Texas, to throw most of the passes because Vanderbeek couldn't throw it farther.
Oh yeah, he wasn't. No,
so so they had to use somebody else. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
He looked like he's pretty nice shape, but throwing a football is another story. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, let's see here.
Can you
I
pause
guess
it for
they
a
had
minute?
a scene. Oh, Joshua Jackson. That was interesting.
I saw that too. Yeah. Yeah. Pause for a minute. All right. So you said Joshua Jackson, right?
Yeah. So yeah, he was considered for the role of Moxie. Let's get into this too, man. You got to remember James Vanderbeek, a big Dawson Creek guy, and so was Joshua Jackson.
Yeah. And
I don't know if
Dawson's.
you ever saw those.
I know you got. I know.
Dawson's Creek.
Linda
loves it.
That was right before. How did he find time to film this? Because I mean, Dawson's Creek started in '98, and I mean he was the series.
I know.
He was that guy, but I don't know.
I know. Yeah, I know. They must have slipped it in there.
Yeah.
I guess the football announcer guys, they were real announcers. I was reading up on that.
Yeah,
for the local high school games, so they didn't use any actors in that. That was interesting. Usually they use actors, but they didn't. These guys did it, so it worked out pretty good for them. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see here. And Allie Larder was also in Dawson's Creek, so she was also at Vanderbeek.
Yep.
So I think she was just a fill-in or something, but yeah.
Let me tell you something. If I'm him, I'm having myself a nice ice cream sundae. If you catch my drift. No, I'm just gonna throw that out there and
oh my God,
she's beautiful, man. I tell you, she aged very well. Let's put it that way. She
still has, and she was in the Final Destinations, a couple of those.
Yes, yep.
That's where I first saw her. I didn't know who she was, and then I saw her in Final Destination. She's
aged like a fine wine.
Teacher.
Oh yeah. Teacher
I was
was
a
another
teacher
one.
at the. She was awesome.
What a
God.
Let me tell you something. I understand they were pretty good stand-up guys, but if you saw the teacher at the strip club, the whole school would have known. I'm sorry to say, they would not have you know what I mean? That would be the only thing I would be able to talk about for months. I'm sorry, that's getting leaked fast.
Hey, did you have any teachers? I had a teacher. I forgot her name at one of my I was in seventh grade. Grade. I forgot her name, but she was hot. Yeah.
We had a few.
I didn't see too many of them. Most of them were. Yeah.
We had a few.
Most of them were older
teachers.
Women, old women that were. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But that was.
I was going to say, when was the last time you've been to a strip club? It's probably been quite some time, huh?
Oh, it's got to be. Could have been Canada. Was it Canada? Maybe Canada. Well, I used to go up to... Yeah, it probably was after that. Yeah, it was after that. Yeah, I think it was after that, yeah. Probably when I worked at Sikorsky when I first started there.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, yeah.
It's been a long time, I know.
There's actually one right down the street. There's actually one down the street from us here. Way down.
Really?
I never see anybody in it, but I guess it's still open.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's where the fun is.
I'm sure.
Not for us no more, but that's where the fun is.
No, not me. That's for sure. I'm not going. I'm trying to think here. Let's see.
Hey, Billy Bob was 28.
Oh, I know. Well, most of them you see those
28 in this movie.
Most of them, all of them are all like. All of them had to be in their 20s.
I know.
Yeah. But let's talk about Billy Bob. So again, we talked about how with him how brutal what's his face was John Voight was.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about the scene at the end there with
Coach
him.
Kilmer. Yep.
When he calls him all these names, kicks him off the team, and kind of a dark scene at the end because we're pretty confident he's going to kill him. He's going to kill himself, right at the end. That's what I thought.
Yeah. You meant the scene where he's out on the truck there.
I'm fast forwarding a little. I know we talked a little bit about him. Him talk about how you're fat, lazy, and this and that, and then at the end, he's got a shotgun. He's shooting all of his trophies. He's got a bottle of look like whiskey.
Yep.
Pretty confident if he don't show up, he has
it all.
He drops off Bacon, his pet pig. Pretty confident he's killing himself.
Yep. It's over.
Yeah, as a kid, totally with you. If he as a kid didn't realize that, but now, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I agree. That was actually a good scene. Actually, it's very well done the way they did it. And then Vanderbilt comes in and saves him basically. But yeah, he was gonna take that shotgun and probably put it underneath his put it in his mouth and kill himself. I thought that's what was going to happen, but definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Scott Conn, I guess, in this was the clown of the show.
He was the comedic relief, yes, as if he needed it. But yeah,
he was.
Yeah,
how about when he's in the car with the three girls?
Cop car. Huh?
Boy, I wish I could have been him.
I know. And like I said, I gotta be honest with you. If I'm Mox, I'm climbing on in. But I don't know. That's just me.
You're right.
Casey, plug your ears up.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Let's see here.
Yeah, but you're right. There was some really. You're right with Billy Bob. He kind of stole the show in a way. I hate to say it. He did in a bad way. Not in a bad way, but in a dark way.
Yeah. Again, it's just one of those things where he got hit. I mean, first of all, one of the scenes, he comes back from the bathroom and he passes out. He looks like he was going to have a heart attack with his size and his weight. You know what I mean?
I know.
And he collapses.
I know.
I guess the parents had no say in it if you even got any parents around.
Yeah. I know. You never saw that with that. I didn't see any anyway.
No, you didn't see his parents around.
Who knows what's about that? Well, based on real life too, as we know, Ron Lester, he was 500 and something pounds. He lost. I don't know if you read that. I'm sure you did. He lost 310. He had one of those gastric
bypass,
but he had a little different one than you. It was a special one, I guess.
The sleeve.
They did something, do addendum or do something, and it maybe. But he lost 310 pounds, but he flatlined on the table.
Really?
For I forgot how many seconds.
I know they and he probably got him back a long time ago because they had the band where they would put your band around the band around your stomach and kind of there was all sorts of complications with that procedure, so they don't even do that procedure anymore. So again, times have changed and stuff like that, and a lot of the insurances will make you lose weight before you can even get the surgery. But yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
It is a shame. I mean, I don't know. He died of liver and kidney failure. I have no idea what it was based on. He did keep the weight off, but who knows?
He was
it
45.
Could have affected him in different ways.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was 45. Yeah. What a shame.
I think it's reading up a little bit too. It said, it says food was his drug of choice. I mean, it definitely didn't help. Definitely didn't help with his weight and food and all that stuff. But what can you do? It's one of those things where, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'll finish off here. It's food is one of the things you gotta eat. Right, you got to have food to survive. It's not like drugs, alcohol, where Yeah, I mean we're both big guys, and it's like it's one of those addictions that people don't think about, but it's sweeping the nation. It's cheaper to eat processed food. It's the way it is, unfortunately. But
yeah, I know.
I digress.
And, I like to I like to eat.
Yeah, we all do. Yeah. What were you gonna say? You remember?
No, I just said the only person we didn't mention was Amy Smart, the girl that played.
Yeah, she's had quite of a career too.
His sister.
Yep.
Lance's sister. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I got you. Yep.
Lance's sister. I guess she was in Starship Troopers, Crank, and Rat Race. She's been in a bunch of stuff. Yep. She's that type of girl that I've seen in movies, but I didn't know her name. But
she plays a very kind of like wholesome girl. She's great too. She's had a good career. I'm trying to think of what else.
Yeah. I like what Ali Larder says. To remember, he says, "I thought you were with Lance." No, I'm with the quarterback.
No, she.
I want the quarterback. This is what Melinda was saying too. She just goes after the quarterback.
The night of, she's basically making moves on them. She's making moves. She forgot all about him. Did you see? Yeah. There's a whole like common a trend or they show college girlfriends of like NFL players going into the draft and how they think they hit like the.
Okay.
There's if you look it up, there's one I know in particular with Russell Wilson and his girlfriend.
Okay.
And when he gets drafted, you see her lose her mind, like thinking she's got her meal ticket, and guess what? They're not together no more.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yep.
You see that on the draft. You see these people that are
their girlfriends, and
I know.
But it's one of those things. You don't know how life can turn out, and again, she says she's like she's like I got to get out of this town. What am I going to do? End up working at the whatever, No,
I agree totally with you. I just think, like I said, the movie was done very well, and there's a lot of lessons to be learned in the movie. And like we've done a lot of these movies, and everybody thinks it's just the movie itself. It's the lessons in the movie. I think you learn a lot from all this stuff because it's real. It's real, even though it's a fake movie, but it's real. It's what happens. Just like you said, Friday Night Lights. Remember the Titans. Well, there was a real. Those were true stories, but there's all lessons to be learned here, and you can learn a lot from watching some of these movies. I mean, this was a little more comedic, like you said.
Yes, very comedic. Yep.
I liked it. It was fun to watch again. I hadn't seen it in a long time, so it was a kicker.
The other thing was the theme of the parents, the fathers living through their sons.
Oh,
he says, he's like, I don't want your life. It's just because your father played ball doesn't mean you have to, and they're trying to live through him. And the kid gets into Brown, which is like a once in a lifetime school, and he's like, okay, well, I'm happy you got in, but let's talk about the game tonight. It's a sad scene.
Bad.
Yeah,
parents are bad though. Yeah, but we've seen that in every movie. We've seen that in every movie. The parents are always the one they're crazy. You're going to win state. You're going to win the title. That's all they cared. That's all they cared about. Really, it's sad.
They just
but that's
pressure
what it's
them.
like. It's real. It's not. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like that in almost any sport.
Yep. No, I know. Yep. It's wild.
Yeah.
But what can we do? I'm trying to think. You got anything else? I mean, I think we talked about most of the. It was again. There was just tons of parts that I just laughed out loud. It was like I said. It had more comedic stuff.
It did. The drinking in it. Some of the drinking was unbelievable, especially by Billy Bob.
Yep, throwing up. There was a few good songs too. "Hot for Teacher," "Thunderstruck," "Hero."
There was some good music in that too. Yeah.
Yep.
And I guess most of it was filmed at Eagle Field in Georgetown, Texas. So it was done. It was pretty much done where pretty much done where you thought it would be done.
Yeah.
And it was done in Texas. So yeah. But yeah, that's definitely a football place. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the ratings, Dan. I'll go first. IMDb gave it a 6.5. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I always loved this movie growing up as a kid, and again, I guess you can kind of see why it's a movie with nudity and crazy drinking and stuff like that.
Yep.
But now rewatching it lost a little bit. But I'm gonna go 7. I'm thinking like 7, but I might give it like a 7.5 just for that nostalgic feel. Just because, again, I always loved this movie growing up, so it's a good movie. I would see it for the comedy rather than the football.
No, I'd see it.
Play.
I'd see it for the Alley Larder scene.
Yeah, that too. That too. That's such a cool shot too because they show the reflection of it.
And that must have been legit too. It must have been legit. It was. It was her. It was definitely her.
It was her.
Well, she's a nobody in it. That's why. That's what. You want to get somewhere. Yeah. Okay. So a 7.5, you said?
Yeah.
A 7.5. Okay.
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah. It was. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to watch. It really was. Like I said, I hadn't seen it in a long time. I'm going to go with an even 7 on this one.
Okay.
I'm just trying to match it up with some other stuff. Yeah, I give it an even 7, but it was better than a 6.5, though, I thought.
A little bit better, yeah.
You got to remember what type of movie it is. It's a high school movie. It's a high school comedy football movie. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I agree.
Yeah. Remember the Titans wasn't, and neither was Permian. That was the Friday Night Lights. Those are serious movies.
Yeah, those are serious movies.
Yeah.
They had,
they had a little fun in them, but
those were definitely more of a serious movie. Right. I agree, 100%. Yep.
This is more comedic. Yeah.
Yes.
But, that's it.
All right. Well, sounds good. Like I said, I'll put up a poll later on today or tomorrow. I'll get that up and going, and then we'll figure something out coming up.
Okay.
Anything else you want to discuss, talk about?
No, that's it. It was good.
All right.
I enjoyed it.
Sounds good. All right. Well, that's the ball game.